think I figured out what I'm going to talk about, but first, I just wanted to say I'm a little bit of an idiot because I was about to fucking do this whole thing while holding the microphone stand and all, and then I realized, oh wait, I can just unscrew it from the stand and hold the microphone. That way it's less bulky. Don't judge me. I already judged myself. But anyway, this is the Richter game I was talking about. Why is it the second you start to record, you get really tired and yawn and whatnot, and have to stretch. Anyway, this is the Richter game I was talking about. It's really fucking fun. It really shows off my playstyle. And I do the orbitals because, you know, that's hilarious. It feels like it's the same way it was before, where once you kill the Shaper, it just stops. Also, I didn't mean to take that minion, and it just shows off that I do stupid shit. Like, even when I fuck up, I, like, stare at the ground. I'm like, God damn it. But no, yeah, it seems like the whole orbital boom buds, or whatever they're blast pods things, it seems to stop working when you kill the Shaper and the map changes, but, yeah, that's the thing. I know I've mentioned it before. I do want to do a video, and it'll probably be the next Predecessor video. I want to do one talking about just the game in general, like bringing people into even just the concept of MOBAs, really. I want to do that, but I think on this one, I'm more so just going to talk about my playstyle and like the way that I like to play MOBAs in general, but especially Predecessor. And sorry, not sorry. Yeah, so I think I'm going to talk about that. Oh, look, watch this. Wham! Sadly, nothing happens, but you know, it's cool. See a big fat guy go flying around the map. Anyway, so I like MOBAs. They're fun. Generally. I have never played League, but I really I think I've mentioned this before, but Super Monday Night Combat was my first MOBA that I ever played. And I really only played, I guess it would be their version of Clash, where it's like, it was really only one lane, but not even ARAM, which is all random, all middle, because you could pick your characters, but it was just one lane, everybody fought on it, and, you know, you had your own things going on. That was like my introduction to MOBAs in general. And that even carried into Smite and whatnot, because I liked playing Clash more so than the actual Conquest. Yeah, and so I stopped playing that, obviously, when I switched over to PlayStation as my main console, because, you know, the 360 was my thing, and then the PS4, I think, came out, or was it PS3? I'm fucking old. Don't make me think. So I switched over to PlayStation because all my friends were playing that. So, you know, we played games on there, and then eventually Smite came to PlayStation, and I started playing that because my brother was playing it. And he was like trying to get me into it and talking about like, oh, you know, the character I like to play is Kukulkan. Khan. He's like a glass cannon. You build, you know, mostly damage, no health. And so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I want to play games with you. So I downloaded it, started playing it, and I loved it. Like, I think the main thing is that I like the third person perspective of it, and the fact that you actually have to aim shit, which fucking orbital Richter. Because it just, I don't know, it makes it feel like Mass Effect to me. And it's funny because like I always equate this kind of control scheme to Mass Effect, because I loved playing the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and it's very much that, like, it's a third-person shooter with abilities that go on cooldown, and like they're tied to the pad, or not paddles, the brain work, the triggers and buttons like R1, R2, all that. So I really like that playstyle because I love Mass Effect, and it just felt good. Gave me more things to do, you know. So I like the third person of it. So I was playing Smite. I loved Smite, obviously. Name's Khepri. You know, that's a whole story on its own of how that name came to be. But you know, I've always liked Egyptian everything. Anyway, I was the kid that every chance that I got, I was checking out a Egyptian history thing from the library at school, in like elementary school, like the fucking, what was it, National Geographic or something like that. Anyway, it was like the same book that I checked out like 50 times. But you know, I just always liked that, and I like that aesthetic. So I love Smite. I loved Smite. I think I've actually deleted it now. I don't know. I downloaded Smite 2, but I never actually loaded it up. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. Now that I've tasted Predecessor, it kind of, I'm like, why can't Smite be more like this? I don't know. I like Predecessor more. So once the whole Smite 2 thing started happening, and then what was it, Paragon, or not, I mean, I tried Paragon when it came out. That was fun, and I loved it, and I was so sad that Fortnite killed it, because it did so well, and they were like, we don't need this anymore, we've got our cash cow. I wish they could have just kept it going, but it's almost bittersweet now. That's the wrong terminology, don't judge me. I'm so happy that the people working on Predecessor are actually a lot of them are ex-Smite developers and whatnot. And they seem to be the ones that actually, like, cared. Because I hate... Oh, I'm gonna jinx it. They seem to be doing just about everything right. And you know what that means. That means now they're gonna fuck it up somehow. And but anyway. Orbital Richter. I'm pretty sure the bear saw me. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, they seem to be doing really well, and I'm fucking happy about that, because I love this game. I love this genre. I love this control scheme, and it's so much fun. But through it all, I, obviously being an edgy teenager playing Super Monday Night Combat, I was like, I'm gonna play the assassin. I'm gonna sneak up behind everybody and kill them all, and you know, be the edgy guy in the corner. And that went on for a while. So like the whole jungle role was always appealing to me, and even when I went into Smite, I was like, yeah, I mostly play jungle. Like, you know, I like being the assassin. I like creeping up on people, catching them off guard and whatnot. And then as time went on with Smite, that kind of morphed into okay. So I guess the real turning point was early on. I decided I'm gonna get every single god to at least mastery rank 1. That way, It'll strengthen my jungle plays because I'll know what every god can do, how they work, and what works against them. That was the beginning of the journey to becoming a basically support main. Because I learned all the characters and I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting like, how this all works, what everybody's supposed to do. But also in doing that, I had to play all the other roles. So I learned what all the roles were supposed to do. Which again, I was like, oh, this will help me jungle. And then in learning all that, I was like, I need to be, no matter what role I'm in, I try to be basically an off jungler, which is weird because every role's got their point. Like, the carry's supposed to try to kill people, obviously. The jungler is supposed to take care of camps and, gank when he can, try to help lanes. The support supports, but, basically that boils down to who's carrying the game, go help them. At about, like, halfway through the game. The solo lane, you just stay in your corner until you get a lead, and then roam. Or just do what I do and just push the fucking objective, which I'll get to in a minute. And, mid lane, they do their thing, they have their fight, and, they big circles make big number for big team fight, so all the roles have their point, but when it comes to playing support, you kind of have that freedom to, like, not only that you have the health pool, you also have the CC, and, helping, CC is, basically stopping people from doing things. Like, you're not allowed to move, it's crowd control. You have that ability, because you have all that, to be able to kind of watch the minimap and watch the game, like, see what's happening, whereas in other roles you're mostly confined to either one thing, or with jungle you're so worried about, like, respawn timers on camps and whatnot, and, like, it's a lot of stress. I don't really like stress, so I like to goof off, and being in that support role gives you that chance, because you don't have to worry so much. You can just kind of sit back and watch, let your carry do his thing. And I found that it feels so good to be able to be the reason that your team does well. So, like, here, like, pulling them back, putting them in a situation that Gadget didn't need to ult there, but anyway, putting a person in a situation of, like, oh shit, I'm in danger, and letting your team kill them. Like, just, even if it's just having buffs, like, Marshall, the one to the right there, it's my second item. It has an aura that gives people attack speed. So, just being around people, giving them a bonus, like, giving them, that little extra oomph to make people dead. It feels good. It feels good to be the reason that poor Grim. To be the reason that your team does well. Like, I don't need the glory, I don't need the kills. Sure, you see, I end up, like, getting a lot of kills just because I'm not, like, prioritizing letting my team have them. Like, I'm not going to sit there and stop attacking just so my team can get a kill. I mean, I do that sometimes, but that's when it's like, this person is not getting away. But I prioritize just getting rid of the person. Which brings me to my philosophy of MOBAs, which is, I focus the objective, which is killing the lane, killing, they hated me. They were so mad that they lost their right tower for that. killing the objective, like getting the jungle buffs and whatnot, like the big ones, like the Fang Tooth, which gives you a permanent power buff to all your teammates, or the Mini Prime and the Orb Prime, which Mini Prime gives you, for whoever kills it, they get empowered minions near them so they can push lane better, and Orb Prime gives you it gives that to everybody. That's the basic of it. So like getting those objectives, getting towers and things like that, I care the most about, because like if you get all that, everything else falls into place. The thing about that is that getting kills is almost secondary. Like it's more so just a means to an end for me. Like if I can kill someone, great, but if I can get them to get to low health and have to back off, good. Like that's just as good for me. Like, oh, you have to disappear from the fight so we can push the tower. Which it's funny because it's like, normally you would think, oh, just, the objective is the kills because that gives you, XP and gold and whatnot. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. I care about getting the objectives. The fact that they died, okay, fine, that works. Yoink. And then I do stupid shit like running under tower and, stopping people from backing and all that. I really wish I saved that game with that Narbash. Oh god, it was so good, just tower diving. I didn't care if I died. And even right here, I'm like, let's kill this Muriel. And I missed my ult and missed the chain and did some damage, but she killed her, so. Yeah, no, I play for the objective, which I do in basically every game. Like, Battlefield, Call of Duty, all that. I guess now Delta Force. I love playing the objective. And it just makes me feel good because it's like, I know 100% no matter what happens, that this is helping the team, and it is going to let them get more like situations where they can do well. Like, it offers them the opportunity to do well. So it just makes me feel good that I can like offer them that, and usually they capitalize on it. Even if they don't, it's fine. I'm here for the lulz. I like goofing around. I like putting myself in situations that either make me look extremely dumb or like a fucking god. Yeah, that's generally how I like to play. I don't, I'm here for fun. I'm here for the moments, like, even if it's not like a clip, if it's funny to me, hell yeah, brother. That's why I love, like, Helldivers so much. It's, yeah. But yeah, so I've basically become this, like, homogenized support / jungle / solo laner thing. And I don't know what that means. But I'm happy about it. There's just something so satisfying about, like, watching your team capitalize on something that you started into motion. Like, even if you're dead, the fact that, you get, like, we were playing Marvel Rivals last night with a streamer, the Fish. We were playing, and, there were multiple times where there was one time it didn't work, but me just getting into the back and making them look at me was enough to, like, hold them off for a while to let my team take the point, or, like, poke them down from the front, which was now they're back because they were looking at me. And I live for that, 1 out of every 10 times something works. Like, as you saw at the beginning of this video, I was throwing Richter chains and missing, but whenever I did hit, I either got a flash and got them down low. Flash is the blink, like the teleport thing. I either got their flash, got them real low and they had to back, or they died. And like I said, I live for the 1 out of 10 times I hit. Because it always leads to that moment. Where it's like, yes, I did something. Huzzah. Oh, my back. Anyway. It's fun. I love it. I love doing that. I love being able to do that. What am I thinking? That's why I love Zinx, like, with her ult of being able to bring people back and whatnot, and the fact that whenever you heal somebody with Zinx, it gives them an extra dot on their basic attack. Like, she has a dot on her basic attack. What was I going to talk about after that? I don't know, you're kind of just stuck with me. I might just ramble. Yeah, I think we might. I don't know. I think it kind of. Here, you know what? I've still got like 2-3 minutes on this. 2 minutes ish. I guess the name. We'll say it's a joke about being like the big daddy, like from BioShock, of like helping other people out and, you know, being the one to carry them around and let them take all the glory and but you know, it's almost that, like, that fatherly, like, you want to see your kids do well kind of thing, but like, not kids, just teammates. It's kind of creepy, but they're like my children. I don't know, like my pets. We'll go with pets. They're my pets. Just like my dogs. They are my boys, my pets. But they're family. And, you know, care about them and whatnot. But that's just how I am about people in general. Like, I care way more than I should. I know there's like, oh, I'm a fucking, oh, what's the word? Empath. Like, you know, there's the cringy people being like, oh, I'm an empath. I can feel other people's emotions. And I'm like, no, seriously, I care so much about people, and it's difficult for me not to, and I wish I could turn it off. And that's one reason I don't, like, I never got into being a viewer on Twitch and whatnot before, is because I'm fucking deathly afraid of becoming parasocial and, like, caring too much about people that, you know, don't care about me, don't know, or whatever. Like, just the whole parasocial thing of, like, assuming that there's a quote-unquote relationship, not like, what's it called? Romantic, but, like, just in general relationship, like friend thing, like assuming that someone's your friend without them actually being your friend, and, you know, all that. Cringy. I hate it. I don't want to be that. I don't want to, oh, it hurts. So, you know, I've recently let myself be a little bit closer to things, but I don't know. That's me. I've been rambling. I've been doing my thing. And then, here, I get one more fucking yoink. Yeah, get that last kill. Okay, anyway, you guys have fun. And, I'm gonna let my thing do my thing. Alright, bye. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a nice day. And I'll see you in the next one.